I love these kind of calls. Danny, I just signed a contract that I would not have gotten if I hadn't been in your program and decided I was tired of wasting handshakes. Heck, before I got into your program, I wasn't even aware that I was wasting them. How many people have you met over the past week, month, year, 5 years? If you'd stayed connected in some way, shape, or form and had gotten business from 10% or even 2% of these people, what would that have done for your business today, for your bank account? Hello, my name's Danny Smith, and welcome to Guerrilla Marketing to Stop Wasting Handshakes 2.0. I'm going to throw a bunch of stuff at you today. You've got a download there with some forms. In the next 3 sessions, we're going to dive deeper into all of this. This isn't the end game, but following these steps, those business cards that are laying around on your desk right now that you don't know really what to do with, all the contacts that you've got now in your social media platforms and in your database, however you keep up with names, whether you do or not, all of that, you're going to have some new thoughts around it. What I want to do is, though, establish some common ground, some presuppositions. Marketing. Marketing is everything you do before and after getting the check. Selling is getting the check. This is about marketing. I'll say, the better you market, the better your lead generation is going to be, the easier the selling is. Marketing doesn't take the place of selling, but marketing is extremely important. The mindset. You need to have a marketing mindset. Developing your mindset is the ultimate difference in being a great marketer. Maxwell Maltz said that we cannot long outperform our self-image. Most of us don't have a good self-image around ourselves as marketers. Hopefully, we're going to change that here. Results. You're looking for results. Period. The end. In marketing, you're looking for results. Competence. Your competence, we're going to, in the handout, you've got 22 competencies there, but your competence, though, is determined by your time, attitude, skill, knowledge, and style, and we'll hit on that a little bit in these 4 sessions. Behavior. Your motives and agenda is lived out in your behavior. Our results are direct correlation to our action and our behaviors. You know, experts say that we have 60,000 thoughts per day, and 90% of them are repetitive. You can Google that. 60,000 thoughts, all kinds of stuff out there about that. But but it's repetitive. That means that 90% of all of our thoughts are habitual. We're going to talk about those habits and how they come out in our behaviors. Integrity. You have to be true to yourself and others. You have to be true to yourself and others, and that's part of raising your lid. Changing your self-image around yourself as a marketer. Choices. To change those habits, we have to make new choices. Marketing. What is it? Marketing is everything you do. From the time you conceived your business, started your position, everything you've done up until now has been marketing. Marketing is everything you do today, tomorrow, and as long as you're in business. It's the way you show up, the way you dress, the way you answer the phone, it's the way you promote your business. Marketing, it's how you handle complaints, your customer service, your follow-up, follow-through, or lack up. It's your email signature. Think about your email signature for a minute. You ever get an email signature from somebody and it has this, down at the bottom, it says, "Excuse error sent from smartphone." Well, to begin with, that right there, in and of itself, is an oxymoron, but it's bad marketing. It's bad. It doesn't look professional. Marketing is every contact, face-to-face, face-to-screen, that you have with the public. Marketing is a series of events and actions, points of life that you think or learn to think about as a process. Because marketing is a process. The process connects the dots. Guerrilla marketing expert Mitch Meyerson points out that marketing is a circle. If it's not a circle, it'll likely be a straight line right to bankruptcy court. Marketing is one of the easiest things you'll ever do. Let me repeat that. I said that wrong. Marketing is one of the easiest hard things you'll ever do. Many of the principles that you'll learn in these 4 sessions, I learned from the father of guerrilla marketing, J. Conrad Levinson, and guerrilla marketing coach, Mitch Meyerson. What is guerrilla marketing and how does it differ from traditional? And we'll go through this very quickly here. Because again, we cover it more later, but you invest your time, energy, and imagination into your marketing process. You use the laws of human behavior. You attempt to gain consent with your marketing. Then you use that consent to market only to interested people. You have a real devotion to customer follow-up. Guerrilla marketing removes the mystique from the entire process. It actually establishes a process. In guerrilla marketing, we teach the gospel of cooperation, urging you to help others and let them help you. It's dedicated to making relationships. Long-term relationships are paramount to the new millennium. It's huge. Marketing combinations, that's what works. You've got a download there with around 100 plus different marketing weapons. We're going to talk about how to best use that. Guerrilla marketing aims at individuals and small groups. It's always intentional. You ask that you think what a business can give. What can you give in the way of free information to help customers and prospects? It's about the other person. It's called you marketing versus me marketing. It encourages you to be techno-cozy. All right, technology, big deal in this day and age. And the more we learn about technology and how to use it in our own form or fashion, the better we're going to be able to market. But marketing can be a strange and elusive event. Think about this for a minute. What do you say when someone asks, what did you do today? If you said I was marketing or I made marketing calls, it just doesn't sound right. It's a bit weird. Sounds much better to say I made sales calls. That sounds tough. It sounds sexy. It's saying I made marketing calls. It just doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound productive, and we all want to be productive. Yet having a marketing mindset, put together just the tweaking of what you're already doing, put it into a process and thinking differently, and selling gets much easier. Just that little thing about the email. Bet you thought about your email, or if yours is good, ooh, I've got another tip for you. Always put your phone number at the bottom of every email. Every email needs to have your phone number down, at least down at the bottom, if not up in the header somewhere. When you're marketing well, there's more to sell to. Imagine marketing as a circle that starts with your idea for generating revenue and completes itself when you've been blessed with the patronage of repeat and referral business. Market first and often. Sell, ask for the business when you know there's business there. It's what marketing does for you. It allows you to know when business is there. Let me ask this. Scott Carley's a good friend of mine. He's a niche networking coach, and at a training class of his, I heard him say this. If you've never been to one of Scott's classes, I highly recommend it. You can go to scottcarley.com, find some videos and such. But have you ever walked into a business luncheon, a chamber event, any networking event? You might have been at Target or somewhere. I mean, but somewhere where you went to network. Target might be a bad example, but there's a lot of networking that can go on out at the mall. But have you ever gone to an event and checked your wallet to be sure that you've got your credit card so you can buy something from someone? Okay. Yeah, from maybe the store, maybe you're going to pay for your purchases, but not someone that you meet that's just trying to sell to you. Nobody goes to a networking event intending to buy something other than some coffee or a meal or a donut. People just don't come to those events to buy things. And if you're selling, when you go there to sell, you're missing out on the opportunity to build relationships that could someday send you a referral or then buy from you themselves. You're looking for results. What results do you want from someone? I believe you want people to like you. I believe you want people to trust you. I believe you want people to buy from you. You want people to get to know you, like you, and trust you. These percentages here, the universe, permission, prospects, the friends, family, clients, trust accounts, all of that right there, we'll be talking about in this particular screen in depth. We'll circle back to this numerous times in the next 3 sessions. That being said, we need to understand what people are asking themselves, though, when they meet you. The answer is the same questions you ask when you meet someone. People you meet, you and me, we're all asking 3 questions that John Maxwell lays out he lays out his entire book. Everyone communicates, few connect, around these 3 questions. Do you care for me? Can you help me? Can you trust me? The first lesson, this first lesson, it's a lot about, well, not just this first lesson, it's a lot about those 3 questions. Do you care for me? Can you help me? Can I trust you? So with this 20,000 foot view, and in the next 3 lessons we'll go deeper. Remember, the 3 lessons can these are 4 videos. There's total of 4 videos, a total of 4 teleconferences with Q&A, and some emails that are coming out to you. We'll go deeper. For the most part, that will be enough. Most will want to go back through these lessons a few times. I do suggest that you download the material so you'll have continued access. Some of you will want to go even deeper, and we'll talk about that. For now, more of that baseline. People, processes, platforms, and purpose. With purpose, what I call the 4 Ps. We've got a couple of 4 Ps in this program, but people, processes, and platforms with purpose. Every tactical and strategic part of this teaching has 4 distinct centers around those 4 Ps. And your marketing results are a direct result of how well you blend them together. To market better, to generate more referrals, you have to have more lead generation, more sales. You simply get better at these 4 Ps. But this is another one of those hard but simple things to do. You combine your marketing plan, the calendar, the weapons, events, and competencies, those handouts, with those 4 Ps, people, processes, platform, purpose, and that's your who, what, when, where, and how. You're going to know what to do next. People, processes, platforms with purpose. We'll say this 100 times, all right, just to keep pounding it in. People, this is not just your prospects, it's your referral partners, it's your clients. It's a presupposition that you want to improve your results. To improve your results, your dream has to be to get to know more people, to know, like, and trust you. Before I started this type of program, the program that I started years ago, I got tired of networking because I didn't know what to do with all those business cards. I look forward to networking now. And I'm not a typical out on the street social type person. But I now have a process to work with people. And where that over time, they can get to know me, like me, and trust me to refer me. The higher level of trust another person has of you, they're more likely to remember you and use your product and services. The higher level of trust another person has of you, the more likely they are to refer you and use your product or service. Processes. It's just simply a series of action or steps in order to achieve a particular end result. Marketing is a process, not event. It's a process of events and weapons. It's a process of things that you just start putting them together in a purposeful process. The process is the combined use of these weapons, these strategies, and these events. Platforms. We're going to talk about platforms, and I'm going to be sending you some separate reference materials about platforms. I highly recommend this book, Platform, Get Noticed in a Noisy World, by Michael Hyatt. And he says, very simply, a platform is a thing you have to stand on to get heard. It's your stage. Today's platform is built of people, contact, connections, and followers. Purpose, the reason you do anything. You know, literally, really anything. If you don't have a purpose, well, I'm not going to belabor this right now, but the more you think about your purpose on the most minute scale, the more everything else will come together, the more productive you'll be, the better your results will be. One quick note though, for this discussion, for these sessions, we're not life coaching here, and that type of purpose is extremely important. What I'm referring to is your marketing purpose, the purpose that you have every time you take someone's business card, the purpose you go to, the why behind when you go to a chamber meeting, the reason you send an email will be the purpose. What's your purpose for going there? We'll discuss more of each of these 4 P's as we go through the training. For now, just remember you'll want to think into how your tactics and strategies can be used to blend all 4 of these together. The parts, the stuff that you've downloaded or will download, one-page marketing plan, the 100 weapons list, the 22 marketing competencies, and the contact circle worksheet. Make copies of these, leave these laying around. You're going to come back to them many times. In each of the next 3 sessions, the 4 teleconferences and the emails I'll be sending you will cover these 4 parts, relating it to people, processes, platforms, and purpose. I do need to count how many times I repeat that. But some of you are going to email me and ask me a question, and I'm going to ask you something about one of these 4 things, and you're going to go, oh yeah, okay, now I get it. And I encourage you to email me. To help keep you, for you to keep up with where we're at, I'll be referring to the Stop Wasting Handshakes blueprint. These 3 sessions, we're going to camp out primarily in what I've got right there circled, the 4 P's, social media, and the worksheets. We will do them a little bit of justice. You're going to leave these 4 sessions with a lot of information that you can use after each session. So I strongly suggest you watch this again. Every time you watch it, more is going to be revealed to you in that process. As you move into the following 3 sessions, come back to the previous session. Think into what you're learning each time. We all come to each day, each event, just a little bit different than the day before. And thus, we receive any learning materials a bit different because we're in a different place each and every time. So your assignment, pull out your calendar. I like a written calendar for this purpose. Think about yesterday and write or type, what marketing did you do and when? You just go down through, what marketing did you do and when? Just write that out. Use your email and phone logs to jog your memory. Just kind of just put where you were each of those times. Look at emails, look at phone logs, and just kind of think into this. Some people do this. This is a 5-minute exercise maybe. Now go through the weapons events list, that list that you downloaded, and add more things to yesterday. You're going to start realizing some marketing things that you did, but also what marketing opportunities did you miss? Stay with me here. This simple 5-minute exercise of looking backwards will help you tremendously in the future. So you take a calendar and you just start notating the marketing things that you did yesterday, what you did to market your business. Use your email and phone logs to jog your memory. Use the weapons list to jog your memory a little bit more. And then start noticing where you miss the opportunity to market. Dr. Fred Luskin at Stanford University points out in a recent study, I mentioned this before, that the average person has 60,000 thoughts per day, and 90% of these thoughts are repetitive. Our results are a direct correlation of these thoughts. And if we're going to get better, then the thoughts must change. To change a habit, we have to consciously make new choices. One of my choices that I make on a regular basis is hope. My hope is that I'm providing you materials that you can use to change your habits and make a bigger difference in your own life and the life of those around you. So thank you. I look forward to visiting with you on the teleconferences. You'll get an email about that, the next one. Until then, God bless.